Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Thursdays. Right now I'm running solo tonight. Busy. Guys are running late. So, new swords in from you. Up the thickness on the swords, and then he printed them vertically, which helped a lot with got nice clean edges to the blades. And so I like the improvements. Let's see. Also got my Sculpt heads. I'm going to turn the Atrocitus Build-A-Figure from McFarlane Toys into a Sculpt, since Atrocitus is not as big as they made him. I don't know what in the world McFarlane was thinking. So I got the head fitted, ended up extending back the neck, and installed a double ball peg from these. Where are they? Gundam joints. I don't know where I put them. Where they are. I got these. I've had these for a while. They're hobby base ball joints. And so I put one in the head, and one of the cup pieces, and one in the neck instead of using the original ones for McFarlane. And I got a nice range of movement on that. Come to find out, these are the exact same size for most of the Marvel Legends. I just popped it on there just to check that out. Hey Gary, good evening, sir, or good night for you. Camera's out of focus. Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, love how the swords turned out. They look awesome. We got the Victoria's. Can old DC Direct armored Superman heads fit on the Vulcan body? Should. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. A lot of DC Direct heads ran a little small, so should. I just have to drill them out and fit. Good. Hi everyone. Glad I caught a bit live tonight. I can't stay long. I understand, sir. I was playing around with this. I mixed and matched some old DC UC parts. I put this together a while back and never noticed it. The arm wouldn't fit. It was like stuck at like this angle here. So I took my Dremel and cut out start notching it out. Now it's flat, and I had a little lip over here and just smooth it down. That's for a future project. Still gotta prep the shoulders down. They're still flush. So that's for later. I was doing that while Apoxie was drying. And I got my solar I need to get back to work on, which I'm not happy with some of the paint here. It's a little, you can see some brush strokes. So on the red, I'm going to do a little bit of some, what grit is this? 2000 grit. We'll do a little bit of wet sanding. Smooth it down. Yeah. Much better. Everything's getting clear coated anyway, so it don't really matter. I'm hazing it up. But I want the paint to be smooth. I found some Dremel pieces in a case for free. Nice. Top case was broken, but the bits were in good condition. I couldn't tell you where my cases ever went to. I put my stuff in trays. My bits. Sector 2 out of 3. Evening, buddy. Good evening, sir. I got the coat of primer put on the hips for the Thor Buster. I need to let that primer dry a little bit more before I sand it, but these are going to be nice. Yeah, I'm mask it off, and I don't want to do primer on the whole and red on the whole hip because these are a softer material. I just want to put the red where it needs to be. So I'll just primer these up, and once this hardens really well, I'll sand those down, then put probably maybe a lighter, some Mr. Hobby 1000 primer. And the primer is good too, but seeing anything I need to hit to. All right. That looks pretty good. I got the emblem cut out. My water slide. And as you can see, that should be good. Let's gotta touch it up. First up, we're going to paint some more gold. We gotta do some, and Don got me this so I can get the other shoulder for the Thor Buster. Start modding this. And excuse me, guys, I'm going to start doing some painting. This is going to be hard to keep up the chat, and I'll catch up after do some painting. Using my Mr. Metallic Color 217 Rough Gold GX Rough Gold. Love this stuff. My favorite gold paint currently. Unless they come out with something better, which I have yet to see. This stuff is my go-to gold. I went to chrome the swords out. Tried something different this time. Instead of starting with a silver base, I started with a Duplicolor Metallic Gray, and then cleared that. Then applied the powder. I like the effect over the gray. It's got a really nice metal finish to it. Of course, I masked over the top of the handle too. I didn't want to paint on the handle. They're cast in black, so I'll just put a little bit of Mr. Color satin black over top of it for the grip. Don will be on tonight. He says he's running a little late, and same with Cannon. Cannon said he'd be about an hour late. So I will paint and work on stuff while they're not here. Do the same thing I would do before, but if they were here. But you get a bigger view. Did anybody catch the Transformer stream today from Hasbro? That was kind of sad. I know they're doing a stream every week for the month, but stretching stuff out, but dang, that was kind of pathetic. Talked about enamel pins for the 40th anniversary and coins, collector coins. Where's that water coming from? The only toys they showed was, hey, remember those figures that went up for pre-order last week? Here they are. Nothing new. Oh, yeah, they did show the blaster. It went up for pre-order this morning, but still nothing new. It's just a cartoon recolor of the blaster we've had twice already. It was blaster, then twin cast. It's like, y'all not doing a strong 40th anniversary showing right now. The Joe team are absolutely killing it. I'm not saying the Transformers team are not making good products. It's just their PR could be improved. So, current mainline stuff from Transformers, I really like it. It's just their PR team seems to phone it in. It's like one of their strongest brands. They don't have to advertise, so let's not do anything. Okay. Trying to stay into the lines. Love how the sculpt on these swords turned out. I got an ideal for another rendition of it. When Caden gets here, I was going to talk to him about it. Saw another 3D modeler makes weapons and stuff, talking about it, which got the idea. I can't remember who it was. Like, give him credit. Totally made sense. I'll talk about that when Ken's here. The suspense. I was actually eyeballing, looking at 3D printers today, so I wouldn't have to pester Canon so much, and only half as much possibility of me getting one. You can get one pretty decent price anymore. What was it? Elegos Max 4 6K I was looking at. currently like 250. Plus you need your wash and UV station too, but it's tempting. Oh, sweet. Token's going to be joining us in about 10 minutes. Glad this stuff dries pretty fast. I just dropped it or I would have messed the paint up. Butterfingers. It's the carpal tunnel in my hands. I can't hold on the stuff anymore. Arthritis, carpal tunnel combination. Yay! Your powers combined is hard. Hands that are hard to use. All right. Those first coat on the big sword and second coat on the other sword with on the other side. And can start working on the gold on this. Have a good night, Gary. Will do. I'll let them know when they get here, sir. I think there's too much Joe product right now. People's wallets can't keep it. Yeah, they're really pumping out. I'm glad I skipped on the first Shockwave. I like that Night Force one with the bike. He's got some nice accessories. Do a little bit of wet sand there. Might have to put another coat of red on here because that's. Yep, I have to put another coat of red. That little spot was, once I sand it down there so you can see color through that. I'll just go ahead and just wet sand the whole thing. Get ready for another coat of red, which make it nice and smooth. The only stuff that's staying red on this piece is the ab section, this little piece sculpted here, and these bars here. The rest of this is going to be gold. So a little overkill with the red, which is fine. It's fine. Is the Night Force Shockwave exclusive to Walmart? Name of Hale's asking. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's the bad thing about it. But I got those Motu figures coming out here soon. Motu Origins. It's going to be exclusive to Walmart and those as well. Nice and smooth now. Plus you got the Mattel Creation snout spout going up for Masterverse on the 14th, was it? So that's nice and smooth. Oh, no spot there on the abs. Good. It's ready for one more coat of red. I'll hit the red on these when I get the hips ready. This side. If you've seen Instagram, I did a quick little project. When I was chroming the swords out, I was like, yeah, Costa needs to be more chrome. So we got her all chromed out. I'm glad I bought an extra bottle of gold. I've been going through that one, this big Thor buster. I am thinking about like a quarter of the bottle left. Put a little bit thinner in there. It's a little thick. Take some of the a little bit thinner, put in there, and shake it all about. There you go. Would do a little stirring too. That's what I found the best thing to do when you're working with these lacquers outside of the bottle, if you're not airbrushing them, add a little bit thinner to them. you're going to brush paint with them. You got to thin them down to airbrush if you want to use that too. But if you try to use straight lacquer out of the bottle without thinning them, you get those thick brush strokes. And that keeps you from getting that. I do a similar thing with some of the acrylics too, and not all acrylics, but you can add water to those to thin them, especially if they've been open for a while. Add a little water. I did that with my testers a lot, and I still do. Well, testers I got left. And I'll add a little water to them, freshen them up a little bit. But not all acrylics are made equal either. Some acrylics, the water don't react to it. They don't react too well to the water. Still got to do the joint prep on one arm, one leg. But to have this arm done, what to do with the, there it is. Shiny, pretty gold. I like it. It's pretty. And I got the, other than the hip, this leg's done. I still got to clear the foot. Maybe. No, I got a couple spots. I got to touch up on the gold. Yeah. Alright. Ordered some Transformers upgrade kits today too. The mainline figures. Ordered 12 or 13. I thought I ordered 13, but kind of looks like I thought I ordered 2 sets of Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. As long as I don't knock my mouse on the floor again, I'd kick myself out of my own stream.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the heck is going on?
I had it sitting over on my vise, and my elbow hit it, and it's like, oh. I was saying to the stream, oh, I knocked my vise, and then click. No.
Yeah, I hear you talking about getting a 3D printer.
I'm thinking about it. I was eyeballing the Elegos, the 4X Max.
Yeah.
The 6K.
That one's really good.
It's on sale right now for $250 off their website.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good printer. But the two I have the Saturn 3.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite one, which is a really, really good printer, it's a little expensive, is the Uniformation GK2.
Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better printers on the market right now. It's really, really good. So it's a little pricey, but
yeah,
it's really, really good. It's got a built-in heater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a really good printer. I'm still working on this Wonder Woman, trying to thicken up the pegs using a little resin.
Very cool. You say working on this Wonder Woman. You were working on 5, so I don't know which one.
Yeah, this is true. Probably around 6 now, because I just found another costume that I want to do. The gold on that Doorbuster looks great, man.
Oh, it's the gold. This Mr. Metallic stuff is just so good. And when we hit it with clear coat, it even gets even richer. It goes a little bit more orangey to it.
Mm-hmm.
More a little bit, and the flakes start coming out more.
Yeah, I used the rough gold on her armor.
That's what this is. The rough gold is. I love this stuff. My favorite gold paint right now.
I'm sorry, not the rough gold. The red gold is what I use on her armor.
Oh, okay. The red gold.
It's like a more bronze gold. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
I haven't tried that
yet. I like the color. Looks pretty good. I think it's probably better seen on the shield. Yeah, I like that color. It's a really good color.
It's the stuff's pretty durable too. It's like even it sticks really well. All the Mr. Hobbies stick really well.
Yeah, I did like a scratch test on it. That's pretty durable.
Oh, so I didn't mean to try to put you on the hook or anything with Curtis or anything. When he asked about doing commissions, like I just didn't know. And
oh no, I don't mind. I mean, I don't do a lot, but like if I do get like a message from somebody for something that I think is pretty cool, I'll do it.
I thought if I'm going to recommend somebody, I want to recommend somebody I think's got a better skill set than I do.
I don't know about that. I don't know about having a better skill set than you do.
Dude, you do phenomenal work. So
I appreciate it, man. But you've been doing this quite longer than I have, so.
But my eyesight's going and my hands don't work no more. Because I've been doing this so
Yeah, I'm still not using the goggles yet for like painting faces and stuff like that. So,
that's a must for me now.
I tried them before, but I can't, man. It's because like the depth, it just feels weird.
Pixel and Plastics said that Thorbuster's looking epic, brother. Thank you, sir. I'm loving how it's turning out. I am procrastinating a little bit. I gotta prep the other leg and the other arm, and now I gotta modify this other shoulder. It's like he's like, hey, I think it look better with bigger shoulders. It's like a lot of work, but it's gonna look better.
It definitely looks better, yeah. I was watching how you were modifying those pegs, and I'm like, man, I never thought about making the peg the actual shape of the original peg.
I learned that a long time ago working on with what was I working on? Oh, I was a project that never finished. I was making a Red Hulk from a DCUC figure, and I was using the Red Hulk Build-A-Figure biceps on DCUC like a Valdis shoulders. No, was it Valdis or one of the shoulders? And I modified the pegs just like that.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
And they fit great. And I just never did finish the project. I might have to do that one day. Is finish it up. It's one of those things where I started it before I bought my house, and I got out when I bought my house. Customizing went on the back burner for a long time, and projects got boxed up and stayed boxed up for a long time.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about unfinished products or projects.
I have probably more unfinished than I have finished.
Yeah, I've got 2 containers full of unfinished projects.
I feel you.
I'm just like, hey, that looks like a cool idea. I put it together and never come back to it.
I call it customizing ADHD.
Yep. I've got a violator that I've been working on for like 4 years. I'll finish it one day, maybe.
Jevons is the Chrome Shikasta came out great. Would like to know the technique. I actually got a tutorial on the channel on the technique on that. It's how to chrome your action figures. Do like a chrome-like finish, and it goes through all the process I do with chroming it. So check it's on the channel, so that should help you out there.
Yeah, I still need to get some of that stuff.
You just pull off some of this amazing effects with it. I wish you could seal it because it will tarnish a bit while handling it, but not much. You can just plus you can polish it right back out.
I think there's this stuff called 2K Clear. That's like a sealer that a lot of like statue collectors use. That might work really well on that.
I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff I got from like statue makers.
On the swords, I tried something different this time. Instead of using the silver base, I used a metallic gray, which turned out great.
That's the Mr. That's really shiny. That's the Mr. Metallic. It looks like a letter opener.
It does.
It's really shiny. Yeah.
I used the duplicate. Actually, probably a 15-20-year-old can of Duplicolor.
The Duplicolor, the silver.
I used the metallic gray.
Okay.
I got thinking about it because every coat that you do with starting with a silver base, hit it with powder, coat it, it'll get a deeper luster each time you put a coat on it. It's like, what if I start off gray in the first place? Yeah, it worked. It took me 2 coats to get it like this.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a grace. Oh, let me check. I have a silver that I bought like a little bit ago.
The silver.
Vinyl silver.
Yep, this is I did a silver base on her, put a coat on her, cleared it again, then the second coat, I ended up with this.
That's the Duplicolor silver.
This was actually just a tester spray silver.
Okay, yeah, because I bought a Duplicolor silver not too long ago.
I'm out of Duplicolor silver where I'd use that.
I've never actually used it.
I figured just give the metallic gray a try and it worked out pretty good. I got thinking, Canon, he printed these vertically, so I wouldn't get any serrated edges. Before we were getting serrated edges on one side if you try to put the sprues on one side.
Oh yeah.
And so you print these vertically. It takes a long time to print. We up the size too, they're a little thicker.
Yes. Yeah.
But we're still getting a little bit of a curve in the blade.
Yeah, resin really does that because I printed out a Psylocke statue, and I printed out like 4 extra swords for like Marvel Legends, and they're all warped.
What I got thinking, when he comes on, I was going to ask him about making a 3.0 this size. I love it; it's perfect. But way the fuller is made, you got that little section in the middle. Just cut this whole, make this fuller hollow where you can see through the blade.
Yeah.
Cut the pommel off, put a hole in it, and put a hole through the blade that's thick enough now where I can put a metal rod in it.
Yes. There was someone else I saw do something like that for Robin batons.
That's what I saw too. I can't think of his name. I would love to give him credit for it. So I did not think of that on my own.
Yeah, what is his name? He does a lot of like armor sets for Mezco figures.
And where this fuller is made, it's like it's almost got like a rounded bit too. So you'd actually, even seeing the rod, it's just going to look the same anyway. So put a hole all the way through it. I actually ordered some rods before I even asked again. I was like, "Hey, can you move this?"
I'd imagine doing something like that wouldn't be that difficult though. Just measuring
time. Yeah, just cut the pommel off and put a hole in it where it can attach it to the rod too. Basically cap it, and have the rod go all the way through. And because the thickness of the blade should allow for I think like a 1.5 millimeter diameter, and still have plenty of room because the thickness of the tip is around here. It's like 2.8 to 2.9, and down at the base it is 3.4. So I think make a 1.6 millimeter hole in the middle of the blade and put a 1.5 millimeter rod through it.
That'll help a lot because the sword definitely looks nice, but I can see the warping being like an eyesore. Yeah.
You can push it, and I even tried to like bend it and hit the UV light to it while it's bent, see if that would help. And it's no.
It don't help.
It's still wanting to go. It'll go back to the bend.
I mean, with the thicker weapons, it doesn't really do it because like I printed a He-Man and a She-Ra, but like here's my Psylocke sword, and that's pretty bent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so thin.
Yeah, the bigger sword is doing it less, but still got it a little bit.
I also printed out a really cool throne for my Mezco Doctor Doom that I got to work on. It's pretty huge. Let me see if I can even get it in the frame. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got to do a bunch of like prep work to like cut this peg hole off and do some sculpting, but yeah, that's gonna look cool when it's finished. I love that Mezco Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I think it's such a great looking figure.
And now I'm seeing all these reviews for the turtles, the Mezco turtles. And I missed the pre-order on Mezco's website, but I found another pre-order from an Australian store that someone recommended, so I gotta wait on that. That's why I love resin. Make that peg better.
Oh yeah, that's so much easier to do than. I've done the old school with baking soda and super glue and
that's what I usually do. It works, but it's not as fast.
And it's messy.
Yeah. I actually use the Insta set with it as well.
Yep, same. You gotta be careful. Sometimes you hit that Insta set, it'll make it. If you're using a thin super glue, can make it blast across to whatever you're working on. I actually ruined a U.S. Ancient head I was making. I was down to the last bit. I just wanted to do a little bit of like a thickening of like something on it. I forget what it was. It was just bugging my OCD. One eBay seller that makes these really good castings. He shrunk down and hollowed out a Captain Britain helmet, and I made it fit a stealth cap MCU Steve Rogers head.
Mm-hmm.
Made a great looking USA agent head, but something on it was like I need to thicken it up. I put a little bit of that super glue on there and a little bit of baking soda. I was going to like sand it down. I had already attached the helmet. When I hit it with the Instaset, it shot glue all across the face.
Yeah, that's why I don't actually spray my Instaset. I just use the nozzle. I use that to put it on there.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot better. I was like,
that stuff gets all over the place.
I still haven't found that head. I got mad and I chucked it across the room. It's like I did all that work on it and ruined it. It's like there's no fix to it. And it's like yeeted it across the room.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm over here taking these prints out of the wash station.
Oh, I got the Sculpt head from Canon.
Let me see that. Oh, I gotta walk back to the screen. Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh, I found out a neat little trick to business. These hobby-based ball joints, they are the same size as most Marvel Legends.
You know, I actually just is that the ones? Yeah, I just bought a set of those to use with these torsos that I printed.
But I know I had some extra ones I didn't use because I used some of these to fix the neck of Alien figures. With those early ones where the hips would always break.
Yep. I know
and so I had some empty cups. It's like popped it on there and it's like it fits.
Where are those torsos at? I put them somewhere. I think they are. Yeah, I put on a bunch of torsos for like Mythic Legions figures.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure. So I got them with neck, and so I got this one, and I want to use one of those ball joints that you got with the sockets to create like an articulation, like right here, like cut it in half, sculpt it round, and put one of those in there.
Mm-hmm.
To make some articulation. So, yeah. And I got a bunch of them. One of them I can't show because reasons, but yeah. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah. And I also got I got Clayman, the guy that did the custom head sculpt for Matt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got him to do. I don't know if you're familiar with Gogol 13, the anime.
Sounds familiar.
He's like the it's like super old. I think it came out in like 1980 or something like that, or 70s. But he's like kind of like anime James Bond, pretty much. Yeah, but I got him to do a head sculpt for me. Cool. Can't find it right now, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I bought another bottle of this rough gold a while back. I'm down to probably a quarter of the bottle left with this Thor Buster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought two more colors to try. I bought the metallic dark blue and the metallic green.
I think I bought the blue. I haven't tried it yet. I bought the red. It's almost got a rosy tint to it.
I'm thinking about using that blue on something.
There's the red. I'm brushing on the lid just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I like it. I came close to using that for the Thor Buster, which probably been closer, more accurate to the original color. But hey, we're gonna go all out. Do some Inferno red.
Yeah, the candy red looks really good. So yeah, I think you made the right decision. I love that. That was a spray can the red was in?
Yeah, it's just a different color automotive paint, called Inferno Red.
I got a red.
They had a few shades of red metallic, and I was like, I think that was the one that really stood out to me.
Yeah, I got the vinyl red. But yeah, it's not the. I got the red vinyl red. I got the gray, of course, the black, the white, like a tan color and a blue.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't tried any of it. I haven't seen any of the metallics because I get mine from O'Reilly's.
Yeah, they don't have the bigger color selection at O'Reilly's for some reason.
Yeah, so I just get the standard grays and blacks just for the primer. So I got to do her head sculpt. So I did her face paint. Just got to put the eye decals in.
Oh, nice.
Which is super tedious because they're teeny tiny.
So you might have to get you some of them spectacles.
Yeah, it's a pain, but you get used to it. I'm kind of used to doing it. So I've been using them for so long now.
I made some myself. Then Don sent me some parts for the doorbuster.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me a pack he had.
Yeah, these are the ones that I use.
Pre-made ones.
They're from Archer Fine Transfers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, these are great. And they come in a bunch of different sizes too. So
where'd you get those at?
It's Archer Fine Transfers. Yeah, that's the that one. Yeah.
Nice. Let's try them out.
Yeah, they got a bunch of different types of eyes. They got like cat eyes, human eyes. They have like letters. They have like American flags. They got all types of decals. They actually went out of business for a little bit, but they just opened back up a few months ago.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How did I'm old man brain. Did you say Curtis? Did Curtis contact you?
He did, yes, but I haven't responded to his message yet because I've been working. I've been working so much, man.
He was so pretty cool. He was on the stream telling me about where DC almost purchased Malibu Comics.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned about that story where it was super secret at the time. Like he was doing like some copies, some artwork of Batman and Mantra together.
Batman and Monsters?
Mantra.
Oh, Mantra. Okay, gotcha, yeah.
No, depending on how. I grew up pronouncing it Mantra, then I found out it's like, no, it's Mantra. Because it's a dude in a fixed body. Mantra. It's actually a dude.
I love the way this thing turned out, man.
Yeah, that looks great, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna sell it, but I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going on the shelf.
It sounds like something I would do. Is like, yeah, I was making this to sell.
It's different for me because I normally don't keep customs. I normally sell them all, but now I'm keeping them. So I was gonna sell the other Wonder Woman. Like, I think I want to keep her. I like her. I'm gonna try this ultra matte varnish. Let's see. I think that might be too big. It might be too big. Let's see. Send it. Yeah, man. We've been working so much this week, man. Like, hey, we got a school board meeting on Tuesday. Hey Bailey, we got elections. Hey Bailey, we got the driver's license ceremony. God damn it. So much work.
The Ultimate Assassin Go 13. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. One of my favorite animes.
Yes, Fisher. Hello. Welcome.
So, yeah. Love me some Go. That's the head I never showed it. I talked about it, but didn't show it. He did a really good job on it. He didn't charge me too much either.
Oh, nice. Karen made a really cool Cobra head.
Yeah, I remember seeing him do that. He actually probably could have made a really cool go-go head too, because the hair is not super detailed. It's just like flat.
For me, everything is for sale except for my customs and a few exceptions.
For the longest time, I just never kept customs, but now that I actually have a man cave, I'm starting to keep stuff. Like now that I'm even starting to print like prop guns and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, I'm going to get a printer, and I can only that way I can just halfway aggravate. If I do get one of those, if it works out, I just halfway annoy Canon and ask them about modeling stuff for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna see how much the uniformation is right now. I really like recommend this printer because it is very great. I haven't had a single failure on this thing since I bought it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a really good printer.
Well, every failure is money down the drain.
Yeah, but this is there's a dude that I watch on YouTube called Fohammer that does a bunch of reviews on printers, and he recommended this one so much. That's like the best 3D printer on the market. So I'm like, I got it on Black Friday. It was a little bit cheaper at the time. But let me see where it's at right now. Right now, it's at $849.
That's a little beyond what I was wanting to spend.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the Elegoo Saturn is pretty good too, though. Anything about Elegoo is always good. So that's a good choice. The Saturn 3 is wait a minute, that's pretty cheap right now too. Actually.
The Max all in's like less than $500, so I was kind of thinking I was leaning a little more toward that.
Yeah, I just got a pretty high. I got a high credit card, so I was like, you know what?
I just got those taken care of. So I just recently got those taken care of, so I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and splurge on at least one thing. That's the only thing I put on the card. So I'm like, I'll just get the printer.
Yeah. Which I've been working on.
The Saturn 3 is $379 right now.
I've been working with my credit card company getting a dispute taken care of on against a local big dealership garage. They screwed up my car, and I don't want them to keep the money.
Yeah. Oh, I remember you talking about that a while ago. You're still dealing with that. That sucks, man.
Well, the dispute process takes a while, and it looks like it's going to be in my favor. I was a little worried about it because today they put the money back on my card. They temporarily took it off. I was like, did it fail? What's going on? And I called them. I was like, our system's down. It'll be like 2 to 3 hours before we can find out for you. It's like, seriously?
Yeah, I had something similar like that happen to me when
Oh, it's at the garage again, fixing stuff they damaged. At a different garage, of course.
Yeah, I had like a huge dispute when the PSN got hacked some years ago, and this dude bought like $300 worth of stuff on PlayStation Network.
Ooh.
Yep. Like, God damn it, Sony. Yeah, that sucks. I saw Hulk Smash was back.
Yeah, he came back on the other night too. I was glad he's feeling well enough to do that.
Yeah. He was on Figure Realm too, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember seeing his name. I remember everything, man.
He was on the Foosh a lot too.
Yeah.
Back in the day when the Foosh actually cared about customizers.
You know, I never really could get into like the forum style of the Foosh.
I didn't do much there except for posting customs and commenting on other people's customs. He had a pretty good network about like if you they had plus two, if like you need parts, you can they had like a thread for like asking for parts and working out trade deals.
Yeah, there were some artists on there that I really liked though.
Yeah,
that I didn't really see. It was I didn't really see him anywhere else, but they posted a lot on the Foosh. There was a guy, I don't know if you remember, named BC Diesel, something like that.
I think I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of his stuff.
Raybot was another one. He was posted on.
Man,
yeah,
I loved Raybot. Was like my favorite for the longest time.
His work was just his sculpting, his paint work.
Mm-hmm. He made a comeback for a little bit, but he just disappeared.
He did, but he dropped out again.
Mm-hmm. Another one I liked was a guy named Stevie D.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And Jim Horton from Horton Heroes. He was great.
Mm-hmm. I remember all those guys.
Yep. What happened to him? Lester Nessman used to make the DCUC customs.
Yep. DCUC customs, seeing those on the forum on Figure Realms, what got me into customizing. Yeah. One of the first ones I wanted to do was I wanted a He-Man. So about people taking DCUC figures and the 2000X He-Man figures and combine them together to make articulate He-Man figures. Like I thought that was so cool. And I was like, I want to try that myself. So that was one of my very first customs.
Yeah, I don't know how I came across customizing, but I don't remember what I was searching, but I came across Kyle Robinson.
I was before that. I did do Transformer customizing. I did that for a long time, and I didn't get into action figures till much later.
Let's see if that fits. I gotta mute myself real quick so I can use my hair dryer.
No problem.
It's gonna be super loud.
We got Don coming in. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Tree Stump, are you using Aves Sculpty? I have not used Sculpty. I've used Aves Apoxie Sculpt. I've used Aves Fix-It Sculpt. I haven't used Sculpty. And I use green stuff as well. I used to use Procreate, but that's just hard to find. Plus, it sucked getting out of the wrapper. The stuff was so sticky, you couldn't get the plastic wrapper off of it. Is the Astonishing Cyclops neck a bit short, or is the head just too big? Yes.
Yes. You're right.
I haven't noticed either of those issues, so I'm not sure. He is shorter than a Vulcan, so other than that, I really noticed. He's built like a Vulcan, but he's not Vulcan. Tristan, are you excited for the Commander Optimus Prime and the Leader Megatron for 86 line? Yes and no. Depends what they're going to do. I have an extensive Optimus and Megatron collection. I want to see. Of course, they can't do a true 86 series Megatron. They just can't. The car could. Hasbro no. So there's that. But I'm hoping they do something really nice with Optimus. And I'll be curious to see what they do with Megatron because, like I said, they can't really do too much with Megatron other than make him a tank. But I love Transformers and I like the mainline stuff right now. And I'll be right back.
Oh.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Doing pretty good, man. How about you?
Tired.
Same. Same. I've been working so much this week, man.
Doesn't matter how much you sleep.
Yep.
Always tired.
What about tweezers?
It's like a dog with a bone, you can't shake.
trying to fix his shoulder. There we go. That should work. Hopefully that works. Got wood all over that. What are you working on?
His ankles are a little.
Oh, that's a veteran William.
Yeah, a little loosey goosey. He won't stand under his own power.
That sucks. It's a great looking figure though.
Yeah. He tends to want to move forward. So we got an easy fix for that.
Yeah, I got the original one, but I was looking at that one too. I like that one a lot too.
Oh, well, I don't have the first one. I just have this one, and I deeply enjoy it.
Hang Solo's got her first family spam tonight.
Family.
Red all over that shoulder.
Oh, we got Queen Comics in the house. Greetings, my friend. Hope all is well with you tonight. Doing pretty good. I hope you're doing as well, Quinn. But the tree stuff though, I am excited for. Didn't sound like it before. I am excited for Optimus and hopefully Megatron. I just don't know what they're going to do for Megatron. It's just, can you really call it an 86 series Megatron if you don't turn it into a Walther P-38 with a silencer and a scope and a stock?
No, you cannot.
That's it. You can't really call him an 86 Megatron.
I thought that was kind of a weird transformation, though.
Oh, it definitely is. Like it's. I like how IDW tried it when it first started. They were working on explaining it. You had to use like the was it Omega 13 Energon, like really rare, high powered Energon to do that. To mass shift, you actually had to use a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. So it was it Soundwave they used to shoot him?
Starscream.
Starscream, yes.
The one that always tried to overthrow him.
Yeah, he just let him use him as a weapon. That's not
Starscream. Starscream was even quoted. It's like when he was using Megatron. I am now the most powerful Decepticon. Because he's shooting Megatron. It's like, are you really?
I mean, he's my favorite character though in Transformers. He's such a
Chris Latta. Rest in peace. He brought life to both Cobra Commander and Starscream.
He's such an arrogant character.
Which Cobra Commander actually showed up in the G1 series in season 3.
Oh man, they were off the chain in season 3, huh?
And he was Old Snake.
I don't think I ever watched any of season 3.
You know, you would think that would bleed a lot more.
I don't remember what year that was, but I was like into stuff like Exo Squad and like Sky Surfer Strike Force.
So I bought one of these 3D printed toys.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's a model kit. It comes in about 100 pieces, and you put them all together.
You get it from the 3D Zip guy, or
No, just some dumb online thing that I wouldn't recommend to anybody ever. It was such a horrible experience.
Just the seller, or
She bought out the dark web.
Maybe. It was Oleafy.
that's the seller?
Yeah. Don't buy it from them. If you find it somewhere else.
From Etsy?
Maybe, probably. It's It seems pretty. I don't know.
Yeah, I could probably
Easily stolen, I suppose you could say. But it's very. It had a lot of attitude, and it's articulated a lot more than you would ever dream. I mean, he's got, look at them butterflies, bro. All the way up, all the way down. He's got thigh swivel, double elbows, wrists, double knees. He's got 2 joints in the abdominal.
How tall is that piece? How tall is that figure now? Oh, yeah, you got
Not
it.
6 inches.
Okay.
We'll say he's kind of canted, right? He's not standing straight up. But we'll say like he's 5.5 as he is now, so pretty close to 6 inches.
Okay.
I'll let you know how that Armada Prime kit turns out. I got mine ordered.
Oh, it comes with swords.
That's cool.
Now we got
2 guns. And 2 sets of hands, 3 sets of hands if you count the ones that are on him.
Did you know
Fists.
Hello all. Hey, Tony's here. Tony Figs. Come on. Stop in and say hi, bros. Gotta go join you when I'm not on shift. Yeah, we've been missing you, sir.
He does a G.I. Joe customs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He does some amazing G.I. Joe customs. You want to remember when Megatron used to transform into a giant gun and connect to Starscream? I don't know about connect. Well, I guess when he flies under the nose cone, that was kind of connecting. Yeah. But, of course, it's only been one time, but I always liked his. I wasn't crazy about the series, the Transformers Animated series. Transformers Animated, that's what it's called. The art style was rather weird and jarring. But I liked Megatron's alt mode, the twin rotor helicopter attack chopper. I thought that was a pretty suiting. If you're not going to be a tank, something like that was pretty. That suited Megatron pretty well.
Well,
I did get the Red Guardian of the day.
Oh yeah. You got all yeah.
Hey, Red Guardian. Was there anything else in the box
Yes.
besides the cape and Red Guardian?
Oh no. No, I don't think so.
Damn it. You never make figures for the War for Cybertron? Or if you ever played that game before?
They made some early on, then they recently they're making some new ones. They made a Megatron and Optimus recently, and both of those were really nice. And they're doing a few more game characters. I think Starscream's coming. Some third-party companies made some Well, they made a Grimlock, and Hasbro made a Grimlock too, but it was okay. There's a third-party company.
X.
They made a X. They made a really nice War for Cybertron Grimlock.
Yeah, I like the designs in that game. That's really cool.
Yeah. What gets me, they did a game afterwards, still on Cybertron, and they changed all the game models to the worse. The models they went to were not as nice as the original War for Cybertron game models.
I don't know if that's too loud.
No, your mic's repping the volume down. So.
Oh, cool.
What's funny is like before they did War for Cybertron, they thought nobody cared about Dinobots. The game company actually had to convince them to do the Dinobots.
That's a really good game, man. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Dinobot's fan favorite.
Yeah.
Hasbro, people working at Hasbro literally thought nobody cared about the Dinobots anymore.
You were quite wrong.
Yep.
As they tend to be.
You ever think people get tone deaf?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Transformers does well because of the product, not because of their marketing.
Alright, got that arm fixed. Finally got that arm fixed. Using Collector Express's patented O-rings.
Which I actually got original idea for using O-rings from a YouTuber customizer called Toy Bro. Of course, I've expanded more to it a little bit more than using them, but I saw him originally using them and like we're tightening up G.I. Joe figures, not G.I. Joe figures, O2 figures, and it's like, huh. I got them. I started incorporating a little more than what he did, a lot more.
Yeah, but after I saw your video, I wouldn't bought this entire set.
Well, that set's so cheap, you can get every size you need.
Mm-hmm.
And once you find the right size, you can buy quantities of just that one size.
Yeah, because I'm not going to use a lot of these. I'm never going to use a lot of these, but they're here.
I've seen them to people and got them. I got a bunch of them. The ones that's like perfect size for Marvel Legends.
Mm-hmm.
I got this many now.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
It's like this was cheaper than buying like only like 100 O-rings. Like I buy 1,000 of them cheaper than buying 100.
Which is crazy,
okay.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, Cannon's here. Sorry, I didn't see him. Oop.
Make this flush time real quick.
Sorry, Cannon, I didn't see you.
I was here so long in limbo that I died.
He's been there for like the last 10 minutes.
And my soul that was detached from my body has rendered an image of my decrepit corpse as it sits in my chair.
Oh, Matt, how you doing?
Tired.
That's a pretty cool head sculpt, man.
I was playing around with the shaders on it so I could get this like kind of crusty, bloody kind of look. I don't know.
Is that something that you're doing for someone or just a random piece?
It's for me. I want some zombies.
Ah,
Look at them dry. Dude needs some Visine bad.
You know what I like really bad? Mummies Alive figures.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I love that show.
It was a great show.
It was cheesy as all get out. I loved it.
Yeah, it was super cheesy, but I loved it.
I'm still beating the Exo Squad drum.
Yeah, I loved Exo Squad too, man. So it was really cool hearing you say Exo Squad because I feel like a lot of people don't remember that show.
Yeah, I like that.
Way ahead of his time.
Geek Fusion's always talking about them too.
Yeah, that's a really good show. Yeah, there's a YouTube channel that shows a bunch of like old school cartoons, and it was on there. It's also on Peacock, I want to say. I think it's Peacock.
Haha.
We're just gonna leave it there. You guys get such entertainment out of it.
I don't even remember which one of these lines I should use.
Quiet. Let's see. I'm gonna get caught up in the chat here too. Oh, Keenan's in the chat.
Is he talking about how he's in the room?
And he did that in the private channel and on the main stream.
Well, he really was. Soul was really detaching. He wasn't lying.
That's all over the place.
Well, that's what we were missing, is the chirp.
You know, one day he's gonna fix that, and we're gonna.
No, you can't fix it now.
Like I said, you guys get such entertainment out of it. I feel like I have to keep it. Otherwise, it'll be private.
It's like,
Oh shit!
Cannon's got the most foul mouth on here. Just keeps going beeping every randomly. He's like silver.
Well, I'm excited. Y'all excited? Let's see what happens.
What are you excited for? I'll be excited if you want me to.
Mandarin. Is the Mandarin supposed to be coming this year?
The Mandarin?
Yeah. Was he in the leak?
List?
Like the Iron Man villain?
Yes, he's an Iron Man villain.
I like that one.
So he was coming to what?
Is he supposed to be coming out this year?
It's weird they haven't made one, but
Yeah, no. They did that face-off one that's just trash.
It was horrible.
what they should do is, since they got the retro cards now, they can just do the '90s one with the green skin.
I'd buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like from the animated series.
Yep, and that way you get around to like, like racial stereotype thing. He's green.
They could do like an entire Iron Man animated series line.
Yep. They made the retro card, so why not? They got the Iron Man armor one.
You
The
can do
monster armor from the '90s.
the Sentry.
Yep,
That'd be a cool
Century.
one.
That was part of that line. Gannon, you're gonna hate me.
Mm.
Mm.
Did you break something?
No, I didn't break anything, but I was thinking maybe like a 3.0 on the swords. I saw another guy like making weapons on YouTube. Oh, not YouTube, but Instagram, and which made me think about it. And plus, looking at the way you designed the fuller. What if we like cut all that out and put a hole through the sword, and we can put a metal rod in it?
Those things take like 10 hours to print.
I just said no. It would have been all right. Because they're still picking up a warp in the blades.
Why?
Yes,
Even the jumbo one's getting the curve.
The curve. The dreaded curve.
But I love the size and look of them. When you thicken everything up, they're gorgeous now. It was just an ideal. As I was thinking, like the way the fuller's designed, the metal rod would actually mimic what you did with the fuller, where it's raised in the middle.
Eat it.
And you can actually cut off the pommel, put a hole in it where you glue the rod to the rod. But
Can you smell the rod?
well, that's why before too. I was actually to keep you even having to do that stuff. I was actually been eyeballing. I was looking at an Elgos Max 4X 6K. Debating about getting one where I only have to aggravate you a little bit, half as much. See, he's so tired, and like he's just not having my shit tonight.
There's no response.
I'm tired.
But I was actually eyeballing the Elgos. That's the one I was looking at, but Token was telling me about the another one too.
Yeah, Saturn 3.
Saturn 3. Big thing is like, where am I would put one?
Well, I can just send you the files. Print yourself.
See, I would only have to aggravate you half as much.
Honestly, the printing part of it is what slows you down. You're waiting for me to print stuff and then get to get someplace where I can send it to you.
It's not waiting for him to ship it.
Plus, you no more having to pay to ship stuff out, and
I think I mentioned that stuff.
no, it's my ideal now. I didn't take anything into account what you said to me. You said something to me? What? I took what you told me before. I got thinking about it. It's like, plus they've come down a lot here recently too.
Yeah.
You can print some vehicles too, because I saw some pretty cool files for cars online too. So
That
it'll take forever, but
yeah.
we got to get you that walk-in one. We're all gonna chip in.
The walk-in 3D print.
Yeah. What do you say it was? $2,000?
oh, shit. See, I thought the uniformation was bad. 2,000 is crazy.
That would be. I would get it if it were 2,000.
Wasn't it like?
Try 13,000.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm pretty sure you can afford it.
You get enough people chipping in on it.
Yeah.
Gotta have at least 20 people, I would imagine, though.
We're going to start it. We're going to start a fundraiser.
13,000 people. Get 13,000 people to give you $1. You got it.
I'm looking. Let's see.
Although you'd probably need somewhere in the neighborhood of 26,000 people, knowing how people like to take their fair share.
For sure.
And figures and shit.
You
This
also
one
need
is-
shipping.
Yeah.
Tree Stump, do you think it's a good idea to use third-party figures for customs, even if they're a decent reputation? Depends what you can customize anything. I've customized third-party Transformers and done mods and repaints and fixes on them. So it's what you're comfortable with dealing with is a big thing. And
Anything could be custom fodder.
Yeah.
This is this is just shy of 40 inches
Holy
by
crap.
40 inches
Oh,
by 79 inches.
The Name of Hell I Loved Him is alive. It's one of my favorite cartoons.
So that's like
Aliens and monsters. Aliens and monsters.
that's 6'6", right?
I wasn't listening. What? I was reading.
oh, you're looking at the walk-in printer, 6'6".
Yeah. You can see that.
Where would you put it?
Is that tall? Really? Holy crap.
If somebody bought this for me, I would find a place. But this is $6,000.
I could print an entire Master Chief with that thing. That'd be awesome.
You could print it on yourself. You can stand there for the 72 hours. You know, it probably would take longer than that. It'd probably take like a month.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
You'd have to get
Name of Hell. I'm trying to figure out this cartoon that Name of Hell is talking about. About a group that fights aliens, and since he's trying to remember a 90s cartoon about a group that fought monsters and aliens.
Now, if you look at this is a 2.85 millimeter extruder. That's big.
One of the guys would say element steel, and his arms would turn into mill. Huh.
Ooh.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. Imagine that printer cannon at like the 0.5
It would take forever.
layer height. I mean, it probably looked good, but it'd take forever.
Fever dream.
Evening.
So
What was that?
this is one of those things where you definitely want to be, filling.
Element steel. I gotta Google that.
You want to print that layer height as big as you can pump it up, and then just count on your finishing crew to.
We were trying to, Matt. We were trying to figure out a cartoon that the '90s that Name of Hell watched.
Yeah, no, that's why I hopped in, because first of all, I'm offended that you call a cartoon from the 90s old.
It is old. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
they're
old.
Right? I was in my 20s in the 90s, okay? That wasn't that long ago.
That's how we know it's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was quite in my 20s, but is that Max Steel?
Fights
No,
aliens
that's
and
definitely-
monsters? Like, isn't that
Yeah.
half the cartoons?
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. that
Is
cartoon.
that Big 10? Shit.
Is that Max Steel? That was like 2000, wasn't it?
What am I making, Matt? And it's like, seems like I've done this before.
You making another one?
That's the one I'm making to replace the one I
Oh, you
gave
still haven't finished
It's not
that?
Max Steel.
No, it's been sitting on the back burner for a while. I finally got around to painting the gold on it. I started making a big giant Thor buster, so I kind of got distracted with.
Oh, dang.
Save you $2,000 if you just print it in a couple parts.
So,
Not near a stall, but
is that the right arm? Did I send you the correct arm?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was sitting here when I was looking at the entire bath, and I was like, did I send him the right arm?
Yeah, the other arm's got the fist. I think you want the open hand.
So, Merry Christmas. You get a new figure fodder, too.
Which I actually have the 2-pack I never opened up. It's got the more accurate heads, one with the helmet and one with belt. So I can actually upgrade this one with the 2-pack.
Man, I was looking for that arm, and the cheapest I could find it was $25.
Cheaper just buy complete figure.
Yeah, that complete figure was $11 shipped.
That's insane. It's cheaper to buy the entire figure than just the one piece.
You buy everything. Yeah,
That makes sense.
fucking ridiculous.
So this shoulder needs to fit with this bicep. Combine.
You look like me
Yeah.
trying to transform a transformer.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at the bath, and I had a pang of anxiety hit, and I was like, "Oh shit! Did I even make sure?"
The which I ended up doing like a tutorial fix, a fix tutorial yesterday for all the third-party transformers I got yesterday. I got the X-Transbots Fast and Fury, which is Masterpiece Battle Chargers, which I've been wanting for years. And the thigh swivels were stuck on Fury. They made the tolerances so tight that when it clamped it around the mushroom peg, it would not turn. You would break it before you'd turn it. So all it took was a little bit of file work, taking a leg apart and doing some file work. This is one of those things where they didn't take account of like the digital mod, like Canon's mentioned before. Like just because you cut a hole that's like 1 millimeter, don't mean the peg needs to be 1 millimeter. It's not going to work. You got to take into account for clearances. They didn't on several pieces. But there's pegs on the shoulders where they're like flat top, and you can't get those in to save your life hardly. All you have to do is just round the top of the peg off, and it pops right back in. What am I doing? Oh, Cannon, I went ahead and ordered those rods.
That's awful. Presumptive.
I'm sorry. I just messed with you. I did order the rods.
All right.
I'm still looking for this cartoon.
This model is
It's too broad.
Yeah.
I mean, I need more to go on, because if I look up stuff about 90s cartoons where people are fighting aliens and monsters,
it's everything.
it's
Yes.
everything.
So it's a lot. It's a wide. Yeah.
Was it Men in Black?
He said one of the characters says element steel.
Oh, that's right.
Steel?
His
And his arm
arm
would turn into metal.
Not
Yeah.
all right. So
All right,
Max Steel? Was it Max Steel?
I said that too, but he said no.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Probably was. He just don't remember.
all right. I have some beef to pick. You ready for this? Here's my beef.
Yes.
All right. So every once in a while, I don't like doing everything myself, which I've now decided is a mistake. Here's why. I went and got this Thanos drone thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of it. This is the thing that sits on top. And the STL file for this was on CD Trader. It was like $30, which is, you know, if it's good, it's quality, that's a good deal. Right?
Mhm.
The amount of work that it takes to make those files, and you know, I don't mind paying that. Here's what I mind. Mind it when it costs $30 and you go to print it, and they've done something totally dumb like this. See this slice down the middle of this thing right here?
Yep.
Where this top part here is totally detached from that bottom part.
Yeah.
So if you look at this, that's totally detached from that bottom part all the way up. And if you come around and look at this side, that's all of that is detached. It's just sitting there floating there. And the only part that holds it together is this thing right here.
Yeah, that's not gonna
right. So that whole section. Yeah. So as soon as you go to pull it off the printer, and it's just on that one side. So I mean, the other side has a slice through it too, which I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just dumb.
What slicer are you using?
I think Ravenfield had a fever dream, and that's what this cartoon is.
Are you using Cheetah Box or LinkTree?
I'm not.
For like slicing your 3D prints, like the files?
Yeah, reality slicer.
Okay. I think there's some who that do like fix like holes.
Yeah. Well, that's not. I mean, that's somebody put that in there with. They were thinking something. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. That is just.
Yeah, it's weird. It's attached from the backing. It's like, what would the point to do that? And
well, the problem is that you put a thumb on there to pull that off, and that part is going to snap clean across, or the other. If it doesn't break, this is just going to flex up and down all the time.
And it's not like they planned on making that a separate material, like where they could make it light up or something other. Because
no, it's just not, one. It doesn't detach. It's just. I mean, it broke off when I printed it. But that's, that is 2 days worth of print that stupid piece. Should have brought it into Blender and take a look at it before I printed the dumb thing.
Was it the Bureau of Alien Detectors? Otherwise known as BAD?
A bad cartoon.
I was thinking Eon Kid, but
Jim found it at the same time I did.
Oh, that's what it is? Bureau of Alien Detector. I don't think I remember that one.
Yeah, I've never heard of this show, but it pops up as being like a mid to late 90s, I don't know, team of people that hunt aliens. I've never heard of this show.
No, me either.
I
know a lot of 90s cartoons, but I don't remember this one.
I heard about it when you mentioned it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't recognize it.
Bureau of Alien. I never heard of this. I don't know if that's what it is.
No, I just don't remember watching it. But
show wasn't on very long, but I remembered it all the way through adulthood.
Strange Love.
There was only like a couple episodes. I don't remember how many. I think there were only a few episodes of it. It's called Misfits of Science.
Misfits of Science.
Show.
Let me see.
I think it only got like 13 episodes back in like 1985 or something like that.
In 80, oh yeah, I was born in 86.
1985. It's a Science.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. I was born in 86. I don't remember that one.
16. There are 16 total episodes, but it made an impression on me as a kid.
I remember that one called. It was in the 80s. It was before Misfits of Science. A couple years before, called. What was it? Something about the powers of
Grayskull?
Matthew something.
Yeah, what the fuck I was going to say that too, Grayskull.
So now I've got the top half of this, which printed fine, and the bottom half, which printed like garbage. Now I have.
Yeah, it sucks. It's probably a long print too, depending on how big you printed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Hey,
What's the crack of lacking?
almost 3.
3 days?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a lot of print right there.
It's a lot of resin.
Oh, that's not. I didn't print it on the resin printer. Oh god.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have an FDM printer yet, so.
It probably would have printed faster on a resin printer, but said
More expensive?
Would have been more. And I would have been really pissed.
Yeah.
As opposed to just not.
Well,
Just dry brushing.
Tim, you'd want to go choke a guy, or
Well, choke guy. Is that what you asked?
Whatever this Bureau of Alien Detectors is, they got the whole season, the whole series on YouTube.
has anybody yelled about changing their arm into a metal?
Not yet.
Maybe he was thinking of a video game.
Speaking of video games, anyone remember Vector Man?
Wasn't he on that group show? Like me?
That was what, PlayStation, right? First PlayStation?
I think it was N64 that I played it on. I don't know. It might have been.
Wasn't he the one he was made out of? It was just like the animation was just a bunch of balls made up all his arms and legs.
It was actually Sega Genesis. Yes, yeah. I'd like a figure of this guy. Impossible to make, but yeah, I'd like a figure of this dude.
Just a lot of clear resin.
He's just a bunch of balls.
I'm gonna get this guy
Sounds more like a porn than a video game.
I'm gonna get Vector.
instead of Vector.
Vecna.
That would be. I'd put that on my shelf.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I didn't like those movies, so.
Yeah,
Well, Robo has one of my customs on his shelf, so me.
Yeah, I sent him one of my old Motu customs like a while, like years ago. It's a merman. I remember him doing a thing on it with a play day.
Oh, name withheld says that's it. Bureau of Alien Detectors.
Don't remember that one, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember this show.
Nah. I remember some obscure ones, but not that one.
This also okay. I have lots. I'm not. Nope. I don't know who modeled this.
It's all jacked up.
Yeah, so when you 3D model stuff, like typically what you try to do is avoid areas where you are having more than like this. You don't want that many. You don't want that many line edges coming into one. Something that you typically avoid. So all of this is just.
That sucks. You gotta
Look at
fix that.
that garbage. That's totally unnecessary. I don't know. Maybe it was better than that. And it's important. I'm gonna remake it.
You gonna remake it entirely, or just fix it?
I'm gonna remake this entire part. I don't like it.
But are you going to ask for a refund?
No, I left it bad.
$30.
Said it looks good. The model looks good when you don't look at the actual model.
Mm-hmm.
But once you start looking at how they modeled it, it
that hollow piece just makes no sense.
doesn't.
You can solidify that though, like in like a like one of the programs.
not. I don't like the way that I don't like the way that it's put together. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna put it together so that when I go and put it together, I don't have weird. Like, I'm gonna make it clean.
Oh, so you're just like modifying the.
I'm gonna
existing-
exercise the demons out of this
Yeah.
thing. I keep the
Gotcha.
shape, but I'm gonna just make the model work.
We definitely gotta learn to do some 3D modeling because I want to edit a bunch of files, but I don't know how to do it.
I don't know. You can ask Matt what he thinks about it. I tried to help. It's frustrating.
Yeah, I just want to like use heads from some like the statues that I bought, like the STL files. So nothing too serious. Where's my dry brush?
Oh, let's see.
Is that a good green for Mandarin?
I'd say it's a good grade.
Is it too bright?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good grade.
You know, for some reason, I thought Thanos' throne was gold. I guess that would.
It's like a stone color, right?
The one
Because then
thing I
he'd be
know,
gold, his chair would be gold. Sitting on his chair.
his throne be that which he wants it to be.
I don't know if you saw this this Dr. Groom throne that I showed off a little bit earlier,
No, I was
but
not in a place where I can see stuff.
yeah, but I printed off this throne for my Mesco Dr. Groom.
Is that resin?
Yes.
That is a lot of resin, sir.
It's a lot of resin. It's hollow, but still, it's a lot of
How
resin.
big is your 3D printer?
It's pretty huge. The uniformation is pretty huge. So, but
No,
yeah, it's a pretty big piece.
What did you call it?
Uniformation GK2.
I've heard that one.
It's a really good one. It was recommended by it's a guy on YouTube named called Faux Hammer. Him and a bunch of like YouTube guys did like reviews on it, and they all were like, "It's the best 3D printer on the market." And I just said, "You know what? I'm gonna splurge. It's a little expensive, but I just I just buy it." So I bought it, and I love it. So I haven't had a single failure on it since I bought it. It's got a built-in heater. It comes pre-leveled. It's pretty good. Expensive though, a little bit expensive, but it's a really good printer. Yes, that one.
That's 13 by 12 by 18, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you print some stuff on that bad boy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have a
Yeah,
problem with your prints detaching?
What's that? The
You
wrist
have a problem
attachment?
with your prints detaching from the build blade?
No. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's a really good printer, man.
Hey,
The only issue I had was like the swinging the door. Mine came like super tight, so like almost broke it. I had to like loosen it up a little bit, but other than that, the printer's great.
I know I came in late, but
For
I gotta
comparable,
leave early. I gotta get up in the morning. So
like
I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one, all right?
All right, take it easy, man.
I think the one that would be most comparable would be the L2 Jupiter, right?
Has that got the heater though?
I don't know. I'm trying to
I
look.
don't think so. I think
I don't think
the
it has a heater.
I think the uniformation and none of what's the other brand? Anycubic. They've got one, a newer one that just came out not so long ago. It's got a heater in it. It works. I mean, The printer won't print until the resin gets like a specific temperature.
Yeah, that I imagine that does help because it lowers the viscosity.
Mm-hmm. Because it'll have like a
the viscosity. It makes it more viscous.
Yes. Yeah, there's like a prompt on the screen. It's just like heating, and it'll show you like when it gets to the right temperature, and it'll start printing.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, Uncle Jesse. Yeah, I watched this video too.
Yeah.
I mean, Elegoo's great though. Anything Elegoo is also great. I got the Saturn 3. I just haven't used it because they don't like the cold.
Yeah. I know that. So, I mean, price-wise, they're like, this one is, the Jupiter 6K is about $50 more than this one. Oh, wait.
Yes. I would definitely recommend the Uniformation over the Jupiter.
And this is an 8K.
It is a great printer. I did a bunch of like video watching before I bought it, and yeah. Yeah, it's a good printer, man.
I'm gonna have to donate a lot of blood.
Yeah. I printed this one on it not so long ago. It was like super smooth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, lost my reference image.
Let's get to work on this figure.
Since I'm trying to find a use for these fists that's going to be left over from having the Cruising Dynamo arms, make some gauntlets. Pin up the Ursa Major. It's the same. They got the same for the pegs.
Or you could make a mutant Ursa Major. Like that can be a neck piece that attaches a human Frankenstein head to.
Okay, let's see.
A bear with gorilla with robo fist seems like a McFarlane character.
Well, it won't be a bear when it's done.
It could be Moon Boy. It could be Moon Boy from that comic book. I don't remember what it's called. The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah. That they completely went off the rails with on the show. It has nothing to do with the comic anymore.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Yep, then it went to crap.
They always do that, man. It pisses me off.
Well, if they stick to the source material, it's always better. But they won't stick to the source material because we can make it better. Then
we've seen time and time again, but that they cannot make it better.
Yep. When they that's one of the things I was talking to, like when the president of Malibu Comics, when he was talking about like the Ultra Force cartoon, how well it holds up from a 90s cartoon today, because they were actually involved. CBS wanted to do it and basically have full control. They said no. So when they got to the studio, they were like, people were there from Malibu with the animators every day. They actually redid some of the scenes in the show to make it better. Redid some of the animation themselves. And that's why it stays more true to the Malibu storylines. That's why it holds up. It stayed more true to the comics.
What kind of vampire hand claims for Kane from Blood Omen 2? Maybe Morbius hands would work for that.
Well, that Moreland figure you can get really cheap.
I think
the Moreland,
that one Morbius figure, I think he has different hands.
Yeah.
The one with the not the original Morbius figure, but the one with the kind of updated costume. I think he's got different hands than the other ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so after hearing you and Geek Fusion talk about the steel wool, I went out and bought some.
Gotta work.
It's great stuff. It works for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but is that the right one?
No.
Nope. It's not.
See where it's the triple aught steel wool. You want the quadruple aught steel wool, the finest that it gets. I mean, the triple aught will work if you're gonna. It's still as fine as any sandpaper you can get.
Okay.
So, but quadruple aught is the finest that they make. I mean.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Oops. It was on like $7, so it's all good.
yeah. They sell those bags at Walmart for cheap.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them in there.
I would buy the wrong stuff. That steel wool created magic in the microwave. I'm off camera.
Oh yeah.
She was almost done. Just got to the head.
Careful now, it's hot.
All right.
Hey, Jared, weren't we either last week or the week before on one of the Friday chats? Didn't we find somebody that was making that was going to be coming out with a Devil May Cry action figure?
Oh,
a Dante
really?
figure?
That's awesome.
I know I've seen it, and I can't remember if I just saw it randomly somewhere or if we talked about it on one of the shows.
I can't remember right now.
And I have been looking everywhere for that thing to try and figure out who it is.
I know a Thousand Toys made one a while ago. A Thousand Toys made one a while ago. I didn't know it was a new one.
Yeah, there's one that's coming out, and I either saw it somewhere or we talked about it on one of the shows, and I don't remember, and now I can't remember who's making it. So I'm trying to see when it goes up for pre-order because I remember looking at it and thinking it looked pretty damn sweet. But I cannot for the life of me remember who it was, and I've been doing a search on Google trying to figure it out, and I can't find it.
Well, our external memory, Kujanos just said, yes, it was on the stream.
Okay, Jen, who made it? Because I'm trying to figure this out. Or who's gonna make it? I guess it's not out yet, but because I can't remember, and I don't want to go back and watch like 4 hours of shows just to figure it out.
4 hours of shows, probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, who knows, man? I'm thinking we talked about it in the last couple weeks. So it was on one of the last couple shows. NECA. He said it was NECA. Okay.
Really? NECA's doing Devil May Cry?
Is that what it was? Thank you. I got it.
Dude.
Well, we first looked at that on Toy Arc then.
Really? What?
I remember we were talking about it, and somebody was going to be making a new action figure.
I know they made Devil May Cry figures years ago that are pretty terrible
Maybe
now.
they still got the
making
license. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh man, I'd love to see NECA make some new Devil May Cry figures.
Yeah, their new stuff is so much better than their older stuff.
So I would love a Virgil. There's 1,000 Toys one that's really good. That's so high right now.
That looks pretty cool.
That does look really cool.
Lengthens the arm a little bit too. Like,
It's gotta be a character now. Hey, you can make him the same race as Bruton.
I do have the other head. A smaller head I painted up.
Put a scar over his eye, and he's another character.
Oh, he's saying it was either NECA or another figure. They make the Dread figures. Oh, you're talking about who does Epic Hacks?
That's
Fight.
That's Boss Fight Studios. Yeah.
Boss Fight, yeah. Boss Fight's who makes those Dread. That's what I'm assuming that's what Jen's talking about, because Boss Fight makes those Dread figures.
Haya's got Dread coming out too.
Yeah, I got the small Dread figures. They got the 6-inch ones too, coming out. I don't know if they showed those yet. Really? That'd be cool. He Toys makes good figures.
I am so glad I didn't order that Masters of the Universe Origins Rock On, that Rock Lord.
Good Lord, that thing's awful.
That figure is horrible. And they made it like an inch shorter than the other figures. Not only is it ugly, it's not even in scale. I'm sitting here scrolling through Toy Arc, see if I can see it.
Rock On the let me see.
Origins Rock Lord.
That's a weird looking dude, right? It turned
The
to a
what?
little rock. That's a weird looking guy. It turned to a little rock.
Yeah. And it's terrible. It's a terrible figure. Sitting there scrolling through. I don't see the Devil May Cry stuff on.
I thought it was on. Is it not on 5K?
That's what I'm getting ready to go to here next. Yeah. Friday stream. Where's 5K?
Oh, let's see. Well, if it's on 5K, I'm assuming they probably wouldn't call it Devil May Cry, right?
Well, that's why I'm checking out their Instagram, because they redact like pictures on their webpage, but they don't on Instagram.
Yeah.
Since they're not licensed products, they can get dinged if it's on their website, but not on their Instagram. They got cease and desist, I guess, on their website.
Yeah, I really want that Kanata that they got, but that thing is way too expensive.
The which one?
Yeah, Kanata from Akira.
Oh,
the
yeah,
anime.
yeah.
It's $130.
Gee.
I don't want to pay that much for it.
I want to pick up that Storm Shadow they've got on there. I wanted to check that one out. It looks cool. I haven't seen any good reviews on it. I'm trying to figure out like what scale it is. It says 1/12 scale, but
yeah,
a lot of stuff says that.
it's probably true 1/12 scale.
It's cool though, man. It's you know, it's Mezco-esque. You know, it's cloth goods and stuff, and it's the head sculpt on it looks gorgeous. It looks just like, I forget the actor's name, but the dude who was the only good part of those 2 crappy G.I. Joe movies.
That's true.
Yes, it's true. But it's got his head sculpt for Storm Shadow.
It looks great. I mean, it's on sale, so I mean, it's still $60 though. So
I couldn't find it on the 5K, but it's not. I didn't do a full search. I did make my first order to 5K. I ordered those atom bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Those Muff Toys atom bodies. Those things look really good. Here, I'll just pull up the.
Yeah, I've got 2 things from 5K so far. I bought the Spring, the Not Leonardo.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the Red Demon. Oh, I got a Veteran Woman too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I picked up from them was that Punisher knockoff, that Revenger.
Mm-hmm.
I picked that up a while back. It's a cool figure. I like it. I mean, it's true 1/6 scale, so that kind of sucks. But the figure itself's pretty good. Not worth the money though. I wouldn't. I think it's like $65.
I remember seeing one Punisher figure that was third party that a lot of people were having issues with.
Yeah, I ordered 3 of these.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool body.
Because it looks too good, and these things tend to sell out too with certain ones. I didn't want to miss out on this because I like the shape, the build of the figure. And for $27, it's a good build. You get a lot of accessories.
Gotta grab my charger.
It's 6.8 inches tall, so it's a good size. And I ordered this Kingdom Come Superman. And I ordered the Muff Toys Clark Kent.
Kingdom Come. We'll see. Yeah, I remember seeing that Kingdom Come. That one looks really good.
Yeah. They're doing this, and they're going to do Kingdom Come Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that shot alone sells it for me.
Yep. It actually looks like Superman and not just some kind of random dude in like McFarlane picks.
Wait, which random dude? Because he's done like 23 different people that are all supposed to be Superman.
Yeah, that one.
It's all about perspective.
Oh, have y'all seen people trashing McFarlane lately?
I mean, the few figures that he showed here recently are pretty terrible.
Because I guess everybody's getting that awful Crisis Wave that they all dumbasses paid $40 a piece for, and they're bitching about them. But dude, I've even seen some like hardcore like McFarlane knob gobblers trashing McFarlane as a company for that line.
Oh.
I now call the McFarlane knob gobblers McFarlanes.
Yeah,
that's what I call them.
Oh, we got a special guest here.
Everybody, Todd Father here, bringing you the latest in the Todd McFarlane. This is the new Batman Samurai. Batman Samurai, kind of cool, kind of cool. Got some cool shit here and there and in a package, and I make them a little bigger so they don't match up with their Hasbros, just to fuck with you, because that's what I do. I fuck with people. Turn on the light. Anyway, everybody, this is the new Samurai Batman, looking cool. Gonna come up with the 2-pack and the 3-pack and the 4-pack and the 5-pack. Gotta go buy my toys.
Dude, I didn't know those two had issues, man.
Oh, Matt, I guess what I found out during like the Ultracon. Found out who owns Youngblood. Wikipedia's wrong. Like most things they are about. Nope. The company that the former president of Malibu Comics has, they have Youngblood.
Oh. They need to make some figures, man.
That's why I mentioned to him. Like, hey, you might want to reach out. People would love some figures.
Yeah.
I don't like the flat in the back. Bevel. Add the bevel.
Do what?
I don't like that design is flat in the back either. I'm adding a bevel.
Have you guys seen the new like Superman figures that he posted recently on the Instagram?
Oh God,
those are armored.
They are horrible.
Those page punchers.
Yes.
They finally does a like the Val-Zod Superman, and it's some kind of weird ass armored up body.
It's like a Warhammer 40K type thing.
I looked at it and I was like, are those buckles and straps all over that dude's pants?
Yes. All over the entire costume.
I thought it was supposed to be like advanced technology. Buckles and straps are not advanced technology.
They are not.
Oh, I think that video came from what was it? That site people sell, auction site.
Oh yeah, I'm blanking on the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I think somebody recorded off that, and he was. I guess somebody asked him to do an impression of Todd. I said before, at least McFarlane can draw chest properly. Hands down, McFarlane's a better artist than Liefeld, but Liefeld's funnier.
Yep, for sure.
He seems like he'd be a funner guy to hang out with than Todd.
I watched a video explaining that drawing. And it made sense, and they showed the picture reference that they were using to defend it. And the dude in the picture looked like that.
The Captain America drawing?
The problem is, though, he's missing the arm.
Yeah.
That is a pose that bodybuilders would do in a competition, but his arm should be swinged out in front of him, puffing out his chest.
There's a whole video on YouTube about that picture.
Yeah, that's what
it's like a 20-minute video about that picture, and seriously, and it's I forget. I'm subscribed to the guy. I can't remember the channel name, and he does this whole thing where he's taking real pictures of real bodybuilders and going back and forth, and he's like, it's accurate. Like there are others. They're like, no, it's actually accurate. Like that's what these dudes look like. And he was like doing comparisons to it. And all. I mean, the picture looks ridiculous. I think it looks dumb.
It does.
But he like goes into like 20 minutes of detail on like holding it up to real pictures and stuff, and shows how like, no, it's accurate. That's what these dudes look like when they're doing that pose, which is a common bodybuilding pose.
It's a very common pose, but their arm is supposed to be swung over in front of them, like when they're puffing out, pushing out their chest. Without that arm, that's what makes it look weird. And I just hurt my back doing that pose. I hurt myself today making fun of a Liefeld drawing.
Yeah, I really hope that Loose Collector does a figure of the pouch.
The pouch?
Yeah. He should 100% make a figure of that.
That'd be hilarious.
I feel like people would buy that one.
Hey, Like it or not, those figures do look pretty good. Like them or
They
not.
do. They look really good.
I ordered them, and they're not bad. I was expecting $100 a piece with all the accessory loadout. And it's for $75. It's just a little bit more than the Coffin Comics girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ordered the Cabot. I think it's the dude's name. He looks pretty cool, so I ordered that one.
Definitely the better looking of the two.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's just a weird knockoff of Lobo.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're both knockoffs of characters, but
you
got Cable and Lobo, but
at least one of the knockoffs, he was actually involved of making the original one.
Yeah, he looks cool though, so I got it. What the color is? This is really cool. Actually, it's really good.
That balance of like not going too deep in the drilling, hollowing it out, not go through the walls.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, I stuck a. It's like, why ain't the glue coming out? It's glued shut. No, I stuck a nail in it to keep it from gluing shut. And you pull the nail out.
That dries really fast. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm trying this Vallejo polyurethane varnish. It's like dry already. I just put it on. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Into my parts. Just let that brush would go.
Like everybody's like, when you think everybody was like when they heard like the Extreme Universe is getting figures. Like everybody's like, sweet, I want Youngblood figures, yeah, but you don't own those anymore. I want Supreme figures. You don't own that anymore either.
That'd be cool, Supreme.
Yep. All the ones he's famous for besides the Marvel characters, you don't anymore. You don't own anymore.
If only.
Yep. Oh, and I kind of knew a little bit of it, but I didn't know the whole detail. If it wasn't for Malibu Comics, Image wouldn't have launched. Well, it's not as well as it did. The first year Image Comics, Malibu published them. And people can hate on Liefeld a lot, but one of the number one selling independent books was Youngblood.
I mean, he gets some hate for some things, but you can't deny.
Yeah.
Well,
Youngblood was very popular. There's one I didn't want to say, I didn't say the name on stream, but I think Name of Hell guessed it in the chat on their UltraCon. It's like when I went back and tried to watch another cartoon based on an independent comic back in the 90s. Ultra Force held up. The other one didn't. Wildcats. I tried to watch that. Damn, it's terrible.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it when it came out, though, but I haven't watched it since.
It's like, try to watch it. Oh, it's like, oh my gosh, this thing is shit.
I mean, CL had a really, really memorable opening theme, though. So.
Wildcats. Steven, the guy that runs the Ultraverse Force board, he nailed it. Why, like with the Ultra Force theme songs, why it's so catchy. It puts you in mind of Mortal Kombat.
I mean, a lot of those old cartoons, I just I don't want to watch again for fear that it'll like ruin the nostalgia.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, because sometimes you watch it like, how the heck did I like this? Because this is super cheesy.
Yep.
I was watching King Arthur and Knights of Justice.
Oh, I love that show.
I loved it too, man. But if you watch it now, it's like, oh, this is kind of terrible.
I want figures of that show because the
Yes.
character designs were awesome.
Yeah,
And
Cubs was by Matthew made a King Arthur like some years ago. But
I know that thing is really
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, those would be really good. I want that. Of course, I said I want Mummies Alive. I love figures for Sky Surfer Strike Force.
Yep.
Exo Squad would be cool.
Exo Squad, we've talked about that so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Why they have
Cartoon.
not made more figures of Exo Squad makes zero sense. It is a perfect combination of like G.I. Joe, Mask, and Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
And with I think it's Mattel actually owns the Knights of Justice. It's like that's almost a bad mistake. The Knights of Justice was like that would be a great property to bring back.
Mm-hmm.
All these big companies, they own these properties. They don't want to bring them back, and that's what's popular. It's like the old stuff right now.
I feel like Exo Squad is one that could really work right now because I mean, even back then, it had some kind of like mature like subject matter in the show.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a show I go back and watch regularly, and it holds up.
Mhm. I mean, the story was great in that show. So I mean, I feel like that one would really, really work in like nowadays.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, the story, that's what the Expanse stole from to make the Expanse.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost the exact same storyline. Even if you go into the end of the second season, before it got canceled, they were bringing in the aliens like they did in the Expanse. But the idea of the Expanse with like, you've got this war between two planets and the Belters and all this stuff, that was all stuff that Exo Squad had done in like 1992.
Get you on the chat.
Those would be. I'm looking at these toys online, like, man, those would be awesome.
Liefeld was on TV commercials. Oh, and the clever thing too, like when they were talking about, like when they did Ultra Force, like legally they weren't allowed to advertise the toys during the show, so they got to be friends with like the network people. So he made an arrangement where they would start the show late and end early, so they'd cut a commercial in there, so they could run an ad before for Ultra Force cartoon toys and after. So it's not during the show, but it was during the show. It was before and after. So you see a commercial for the toys at the time the cartoon was supposed to start. Then at the end of the show, after the credits roll, you would see another commercial for the toys. Harker from the Spy Show. I'm not sure.
All right, Jared, I got to head out.
Oh yeah, you got your other
Show.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow evening.
All right. Oh, hey, did you want to do that face-off thing tomorrow, or you want to do something else?
We can do that. That's cool.
Okay.
To me.
I'll send you like a list. So
Cool.
and like you're gonna win, by the way, because you have way more shit than I do. But that's okay. No, the point is just like like if you say Captain America, like you get your best, what you think is your best Captain America figure, and then I get mine, and then the audience decides which figure's better. That's basically all it is.
Sounds like a plan.
Anyway, all right. I will see you mañana.
See you tomorrow.
Later.
Take it easy, man.
There.
Oh, SDA in the house, dropping it in a family. Get her lined out the way you like it.
Me?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Name Withheld says, anyone watch Mutant League? Yes, I love that. And there was a game. There was Mutant League football. I want to say it was for Genesis. I love that game.
See. Sad.
Alright, let's see this good. So I can call this good.
I'm wanting to.
This is for. Whoops.
No, Roxy. SDA is asking what you're making, Cannon.
I am remodeling. I got this Thanos throne on CG Trader, like $30, and it's got some problems with it that I don't like. Because it causes it to fall apart. Like get it off the printer after forever. It's really made me mad. So,
What
Well,
Cannon's saying, he threw $30 away.
In a hole.
And
then I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit, add some bevels here and there. I think I'm gonna redesign this nonsense here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like you probably could have designed the entire thing better than that.
I mean, it looks like it does in the pictures that I looked at.
Yeah.
it just wasn't modeled well.
It just not, it just wasn't. Whatever. I don't know what their thought process behind that was.
Yes, name is hell. Mutant League action figures would be awesome. Do you guys remember Skeleton Warriors?
I do. Those were pretty cool.
Yes. Stuff is great. Alright, that's the light I need. Cool. This stuff is great, man. New Vallejo stuff. I see that Vallejo, they changed the formula in their paint lately. So they like changed the design of the paint bottles. And this is like kind of the like new updated stuff.
Yeah.
Compared to the old stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to try some of their newer stuff. The newer recipe stuff.
The other thing is that I don't want to remake the top of the chair. The top of the chair printed fine.
Mm-hmm.
The top of the chair actually printed really, really well. It was just the bottom rafts here that they, I don't know, did something weird. Printed garbage.
Let's work on this.
I gotta keep this stuff. So this is how they get the chair to catch. In fact, I'm gonna go look at that in just a second.
If you're using the old Testors Model Masters pot, this right here is a lifesaver. You'll never get your lid stuck again.
I've got my lid so caked up.
Yeah, I just use the paint stirrer. I don't shake them.
I was muted there for a while because I was taking a blow dryer heating up a tester bottle.
This ain't been a lifesaver, man.
Okay. I'm starting to notice some more problems with this.
Oh, God.
All right.
Some more engineering problems?
Yeah. Some. Yeah. Let's take this.
Sounds like this guy that sculpted this he's a really good sculptor, but not a good, like,
I mean, the overall
builder.
shape isn't. I mean, no, the overall shape looks pretty good.
Yeah, so he's probably just a good sculptor, but not that great at actually engineering stuff with 3D printing.
Yeah. So, all right. See this? See this gap in here? This is the top plate right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this big empty space with no support in here at all.
Another gap.
And there's all of this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. Right?
Nah.
And then, ready? You have these 3 holes in the front of it, right? And you'd think, okay, so if I got 3 holes here, one's a square, one's a circle, one's a square, that surely they're gonna, snap into
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of the other print, where they'll provide you with some print things that you print out, and then like put those in there as kind of hold it exactly where it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's good thinking. The problem is that they didn't provide you with any of those. So when you go and you print out the files that they gave you, you don't have any pegs to go in those holes. And the bottom of the throne part of it has negative recesses also. So this is a negative recess. And then on the bottom, it also has another negative recess, which leads me to believe that they should have made a peg to go in that hole, so you glue it, right, top and bottom, and then you just slide it onto those things to make sure that it's in the right spot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've got a ghostwriter pipe that's got something like that to hold the parts together.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, like something like these little pieces. That's what came with the ghostwriter bike to hold the 2 halves together.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that should have come with this. That should have been somewhere in this print, but it is not.
Should have had 2 squares in a circle.
Yep. Exactly. So, I just.
Are you gonna design your own squares and circles?
Yeah, I am. I think they were just drawn. In fact, I'm not even going to design like squares and circles that recess into this, and then I have to glue those 2 together. I'm just going to take this square, and I'm going to put it in the top of this piece here, so that when it gets done printing, I don't have to glue that part of it. I can set the top part on it. Why do all that extra crap?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. Makes no sense. I'll be right back.
Is that a doorbell?
I realized I was muted. I was like,
Again?
yeah. I'm gonna redo the chrome on the sword because I wanted to do there's a couple things that I saw on it, like some imperfections in the clear underneath the chrome. And I want the wet sand it get smooth.
Check out what's his face? For that 2K clear for you. I think the guy's name that I get a bunch of my stuff from is it's a statue guy named Vince Vale Customs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got the idea for the eye decals from.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna check him out. I know he does that. He uses that on his like metallics, and they always look like super shiny. You got any idea which one of your characters you're gonna make next?
I might make an incendiary because I got that. I got the Monet body, and that'd be a pretty well really good body for her. She's already got the red and stuff, and plus where her boots are gold. It's got the gold ankles, gold feet.
No, that was my fault.
Everything okay?
Yeah, my kid's just calling me. They're at the mom's house. Come with work.
Didn't get that last part.
I'm sorry. They're going to come with me to work tomorrow, and she was asking me if I would get her laptop for her.
Okay.
So are you saying using child labor?
No, she wants to play on her laptop while she's sitting at my work. Which, you know.
It's very stabby.
On vacation.
This sword you made is very stabby, man.
It's a very nice sculpt too.
You know, sometimes you gotta stab something. It's just the way it is.
It do be facts.
I feel like
What is that
somehow I
sound?
managed to get 2. So let's see.
Something wrong just showed up. Hello, fam.
It so that.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Alrighty. We'll try some of this.
I think I might do these eyes tonight too. I've been meaning to do like a video tutorial on how I do them. But
They do well, the eye tutorials.
with the decals.
Yep. Any kind of like how to do eye stuff, like for figures. Those videos do well.
I mean, like, it's kind of difficult for these though because they're so tiny. I'll give it a shot. I've had a couple people over the years ask me, "You can make a video?"
Where did I put the top of that thing?
I'm gonna miss this black paint when I run out.
While you're away, I did what a Canon. I talked
You
to
deleted
for a
something?
good while. I did talk for a while while I was on mute.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing beats this Tester's black, man. I'm gonna miss this when I run out.
I know. I'm out and I miss it so bad.
Yeah.
It goes on so smooth.
Mm-hmm. I think Hobby Link still has some black.
Here's the other thing.
Nice.
I'm going to put a slight tape on the edge of these things so that it's easier to stick it in the hole.
2. Yeah, maybe. Yep. That's enamel. Never mind.
Get your hopes up when you see the. Oh yeah, enamel.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have it.
The resources of finding the acrylics are drying up fast.
I mean, they got a lot of the colors, but
Your primaries are hard to get. Going back doing the edge of the blade in a brighter silver. Just for sort of pop. I'll go back and do the.
they got a color shifting purple fog that's not available, of course. There are a ton of enamels, but no acrylics.
Yep.
I feel like that part is way too big. See these big old barrel parts back here?
Are they supposed to be like jet thrusters or something?
Yeah, so if you look at the drawing.
I think they'd look better a little smaller, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. If you look at the drawing of this chair here, that's the top of that thing right there. Right? That's the other problem with this model. No detail on the model. But anyway, I digress. Look how tall those are. Right? That comes across to his kneecap. Or under, there comes, I'm not his kneecap, it's the top of his boot. Okay? Under the top edge of his seat. Let's see if I can. Let me file save this first. Yeah, this can get that problem.
Wait, is that Tamiya? Are you cheating on Mr. Metallics?
Do what?
Is that Tamiya? Are you cheating on Mr. Metallics?
I didn't want the flake. I want the flat silver. It works better when you do the chrome stuff. I'm being sloppy for as I can. Once it dries, I can just wet sand back over and sharpen the lines back up.
That's another thing I haven't tried yet, is wet sanding.
It's really good over like a print. Prints after you clear them, you can wet sand them, then get it another clear, and it really smooths out.
Oh,
So this
Canon,
is
if you have NetFab Studio, you can run a 3D file through a repair function and see all the holes you're dealing with.
it wouldn't catch those holes because there's not actually a hole in the mesh. They designed it so that the top part of the deck that his chair sits on floats above and is closed off from a separate sub deck underneath that.
So it'll also show overlapping polygons.
Yeah, it's not overlapping.
Okay.
It's a special kind of problem.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know 3D modeling, so yeah, I just reading that comment. Maybe you might,
Yeah,
I
mean, if that were the problem, that's good. Yeah, good advice. Blender also has a way that you can go into like if I went to go to 3D print here, I can check all that stuff right here on Blender. Like you can get faces and overlap. That'll cause your overlap polygons and all that stuff. And that's a 3D. I think that's a 3D print add-on that I enabled. So I'm not sure about this butt dent in the chair. I don't know. I might need to print the whole thing again. Does she need a butt dent?
The butt dent. It's for a figure, right? For like a model.
Yeah, it's for a figure.
Okay, yeah. I guess for the model it would work because you don't want his butt to be like hanging above the chair. If you're gonna use it for the actual model, then yeah. But if for something else, then probably not. You actually plan on printing the entire Thanos model, or putting your own thing in there?
No, I put the Thanos figure.
Okay.
Might just have to get out geek bins. All of these. I got a printer big enough to do it. I just don't like to deal with these. Sometimes the bed leveling on it's a pain in the butt.
Alrighty, we are getting close to the 3-hour mark.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was that late.
That's time for Canon, I think, to get off too.
Yeah, I got to get off at 9:30.
But well, thank you for joining us tonight, Hogan. And
yeah, man. No
always good to hang out with you while you customize them.
Yeah, I was gonna do eyes tonight, but no, never mind.
And something along, dang, that was quick. He's like, well, I've been here for almost 3 hours. So he was, he just got here a few minutes ago. But
Yeah,
10:13.
This is the part that I'm talking about here. So see how there's this totally empty space underneath there? That's all solid. Right? And then you have, it's just sitting on top of this. So I don't even know like if there's a gap between there that's even teeny tiny. Because when I took it off the printer, this whole section right here, this whole section here just fell completely off. It's like it because it's not, if you look at it, it's not attached. Like this is cut. This is cut all the way through here, in and around. In fact, this part here is, I think that part there is completely floating. I don't think it is attached anywhere.
Oh, well, everybody in the chat, thank you again for hanging out with us tonight. We got the toy news, Toy Fusion tomorrow. We got like a really cool game that Matt was wanting to do. We're going to play it kind of versus my my collection versus his collection, which figures we got our best versions of which characters. We get to do a little face-off on that. But that's going to be fun. But anyway, we'll be back on Sunday night with the WIP IT crew. Y'all have a good night. We'll catch y'all next time.
See you guys.
All right, take care.